What in the world? What in the world is that? What did it happen, Pisces? I kid you not. All of a sudden, I'm live and I'm like, let me, before I forget, let me go to the Archangel Oracle cards because we do that every week. If you are a regular coming over here, every week we do the tarot reading and we do Oracle cards with it. Pisces, for the weekly, I kid you not, it wasn't showing me how many people was in my live. It wasn't showing me the comments. And all of a sudden, when I'm gonna go get the Archangel Oracle cards, it kicks me out of the live. I'm like, I didn't even say anything, right? And then I'm trying to see, what happened, and it's still showing that I'm live. So I exited, and now we are back with the Archangel Oracle cards, because those have nice messages, and we definitely want to know what the Archangel Oracle cards have to say for this week. The phone that I use for the weekly, monthly, and home day weekly reads is not my personal phone. Well, it was my personal phone. Now it's I forgot how you call that. It's a spare phone that I have at home. Pisces. Burner phone. That's what it is. A burner phone. Because there is emails that I have here that I don't want on my personal phone. And you know what? I still gotta get a new phone because this phone is hacked again. That one is hacked. Now this one is hacked. I probably have to get a phone under somebody else's name. I guess I'm that important. I guess I am. Pisces. Let me stop fucking around. I kid you not. Like, I know my stalkers. I know where they coming from. If it's this person or this individual or this organization or this other organization or this other organization. Like, I don't know. And if I don't know, all I have to do is contact somebody. Coordinates, please. That's 48. I find out where you came from. And if you're younger than 30 years old, I'll find out which hospital you were born. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pisces! I have your cards. The first one is Counselor with Archangel Azariel. And your message goes, you are a natural counselor and many people benefit from your guidance and reassurance, Pisces. So Pisces, regardless if you have a master degree or not, regardless if you regardless if you are not in any shape or form working in a place that you do individual therapy, that you're a counselor, that you take appointments so you can comfort people, so you can let them know there is a light at the end of the tunnel, Pisces. individual therapy, it's so important for the people that really need it. When you need it and you don't go to individual therapy, Pisces, it will sometimes you need that support system. And if you don't have any support system or you on your own, and I am not, I don't want you to feel bad about it, okay, if you don't have any shape or form of support system, Pisces, because it happens. Some of you have toxic families, and who the fuck wants to be around toxicity? Toxicity is not gonna help in any shape or way, any shape or form, Pisces. So, um, sometimes it's important to at least have that friend that you can talk to, Pisces. Okay, so keep that in mind. Somebody's gonna come to you, and I don't know if you are the type of Piscean that I mean, all of us are this way, but some Pisceans, there is a certain point in life that they cannot um be around people that are going through things and their energy and chakras are all over the place, because we absorb it like a sponge. Okay, so Pisces, basically, somebody's gonna come to you, and they gonna want your advice. They're gonna want to know what you did that it worked out, Pisces. How can um how can I go through this without feeling this way, without um failing on this, Pisces? For June, for the month of June, you have clear your space with Archangel Hophiel. I was gonna say Sandoval. Trying to read it. And your message goes: get rid of clutter, clear the energy around you, and use Feng Shui. Once again, Pisces, search all about the Feng Shui shenanigans. But it's asking you to use it. And so for some of you, there is a spiritual war going everywhere. But for some of you, you're being attacked spiritually. And for example, every little tiny mess, Pisces, these bad energies just is drawn to that and it stays there, Pisces. And the more messes that you have, the more entities come. Bad entities with low vibration energy, Pisces. I kid you not. So if it came out for the monthly for June and it's coming out for the first week of June, Pisces. So um it could be that your house is spotless, but you gotta get to that specific fucking closet. So do it this week, Pisces, or as soon as possible. Today, if you can, Pisces. It's a Sunday. I don't know what you do with your life, but I'm not working until Tuesday night. So, I'm doing a lot of things, anyways, besides spring cleaning, Pisces. Spring cleaning never ends, because you spring clean, okay, it's good, then you have to do it all over again, not as thoroughly, but you still gotta clean, at least once a week. You know what I mean? You have to wipe stuff and sweep and mop. For the ones that live by yourself, that take off your shoes before you go into to the house, you barely have to sweep and mop there, you know what I mean? But you still have to do it at least once a week. Pisces, you got comfort with Archangel Azariel. And your message goes: I am with you in your time of need, helping your heart to heal. Pisces. We're talking about somebody is coming this week for love. So maybe I okay, not maybe. This is what's gonna happen because I'm already feeling it, and it's not because I'm feeling it because it's gonna happen to me. But unfortunately, some of us don't do personal reads because we absorb the energy. Like right now, I cannot do personal reads, Pisces, and it's a very sensitive time when it comes with family, when it comes, I have too many people that I am their support system at this very moment, Pisces, at work, at home, with peers. I kid you not. So some of us we're not ready, to do um personal reads because we will absorb some of that energy, Pisces, and then you wonder why is this tarot reader is being gone for weeks, how many viewers they have, you know what I mean, Pisces. So at some point, maybe when this new love is trying to knock at your door, you're gonna have a little PTSD from your previous relationships, and um this is the reason why I'm single, and this is the reason why I'm not looking for love, and this is the reason why. Pisces, avoid that, okay? Pray to God, pray to the angels, pray to the archangels, the Holy Spirit, the spirit guides, the ancestors, Pisces. Because sometimes we get triggered, we see red flags that they're not in there, Pisces, because a part of us is not healed yet. No matter how much you think you are fully healed, sometimes we're not, Pisces. Sometimes it's survival mode that make us think that we are healed, but we're not. So Pisces, just pray to God, pray to your higher power. If you are your higher power, Pisces, then you know take a deep breath and exhale for 5 seconds, Pisces, so you can see things more clear, so you can feel much better and you can think much better, Pisces. Then you have Hello from Heaven with Archangel Azariel. And your message goes, your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of worries and feel their loving blessings. Pisces, this card came for the monthly. Okay? So maybe there is a death anniversary. Oh, Pisces, for some of us, there is a death anniversary of a significant somebody coming this June. And I actually wasn't thinking about it until I saw this card. But I thought about it last week, like, wow, it's gonna be 3 weeks for that death anniversary. But Pisces, just keep in mind that if you have some shape or form of blame over that death, don't anymore, Pisces, because it had nothing to do with you. All right? And it was a very significant somebody, Pisces. It's saying hello from heaven, and your loved ones in heaven are doing fine. Let go of your worries and feel their loving blessings, Pisces. They're always with you. And Pisces, if you really pay attention, if you really, 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 really want to know if they are with you, you will notice there will be synchronicities, Pisces. And when you dream about them, when you dream with them, it means that they're visiting you in the dream, Pisces. So make sure you give them a big fat hug, because that energy from that hug is going to stay for a while lingering. I mean, while you up, you can still feel that energy, Pisces. Okay? Take your power back with Archangel Raziel. In your message goes, use the God-given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. Pisces, use your God-given power and intentions to manifest blessings in your life. When I tell you Jesus came to earth, not for him to be worshipped the way we do today. He didn't come for that. Yes, he performed miracles. Yes, he did a lot of things. He came here to show you that we are that powerful, that we can also do the same things that he did. We need to channel. We need to channel those energies. We need to channel a way for us to connect to those energies, to the elements. It is possible, Pisces. We're conditioned to think that we are not like Jesus, that we cannot become like Jesus, that we cannot find our way to our Christ consciousness. That's what is called Christ consciousness. Research it, find information about it. For the ones that they wanna call this a blasphemy and crazy, whatever you want to call me, go to the Bible. It says research. So that means the Bible is not the end of all things. There is other places or other resources that you can research about things, Pisces, because I kid you not, you can Google some things in United States and they're not gonna show, but if you go to Africa or you go to another country, you will Google it and it will show up, because it's not that type of education knowledge is not restricted in that country, but it's definitely restricted over here in the USA. So you don't need to go that far. You can cross the border to Mexico. Canada. I mean, whatever is not a U.S. territory. Don't go to Puerto Rico because it's a U.S. territory. Don't go to Bahama Mamas because it's a U.S. territory. I love Bahamas. I think my body is definitely asking for Bahamas. But I'm not going to Bahamas before I go to Puerto Rico. I need to go to Puerto Rico before I go to Bahama Mamas. Anyways, Pisces, use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. Use your God-given power and intention to manifest blessings in your life. It was God-given. Oh no, boy, you don't do this because that's demonic. That's demonic. That's demonic. But it was God-given. How come it's demonic? It was God-given. Last but not least, you know what to do with Archangel Uriel. And your message goes, trust your inner knowledge and act upon it without delay, Pisces. You see, I cannot explain your inner knowledge. Why I cannot explain? Because my inner knowledge is not your inner knowledge. And your inner knowledge is not my inner knowledge. Everybody is different and unique as our DNA. You could be same brother from same mom and same dad, but your gifts, your inner knowledge will be totally different than your siblings. You might have similar characteristics, but some special gifts are just for you. And you might not have a common person that have similar gifts and inner knowledge, but you might find somebody similar somewhere around the world, Pisces, but definitely not the same 100%. So intuition is very powerful. Not everybody knows how to listen to it or use it, okay? But it's telling you to. Sometimes we know some things and we don't know how the fuck we know that. It comes like in a thought and we like, why am I even thinking about that? Why? And then you're sitting and, you know, in the news or you know, like they say, oh, scientists have done the research and and you're like, that's what I was thinking about the other day. How did I know that? Like I knew, you know, that Puerto Ricans were perfect for some reason. I don't know. Don't listen. Don't come at me. Go to statistics about how Puerto Ricans are the perfect human being in Earth because of genetics. I mean, don't go after me. Go after statistics. Statistics is some scientists, you know, whatever the case may be. Pisces. That's what I'm saying. You know, everybody is different. Everybody's gifts are different, Pisces. When you watch the X-Men, all of them have different gifts. Some of them might be able to do similar things than others, but everybody's different. Same thing happens to all of us. And I'm not just saying Piscean, I'm talking about every single one in this planet, in this universe. Imagine for the rest of the multiverse. Pisces, it's been a great read. I can say one of the best reads that we have ever had for a weekly. It was quite interesting how it got cut off, the first part. So I'm kind of curious if the whole first part was recorded or I have to do that read all over again. I don't know, Pisces. Only time will tell until that read is uploaded. Okay. Hi, Michael, Christopher. How are you? I hope you have a nice Sunday and a nice week. Hi, Rich Nature Trip. Thank you so much for being here. I unfortunately don't have energy for personal reads, but when I do, I will let you guys know, okay? Thank you so much for being here, Pisces. This is all, folks. Thank you so much for stopping by. God bless you. Have an awesome, awesome, awesome day. Have an awesome, awesome, awesome week, Pisces. Happy June. Have an awesome, awesome, awesome beginning of summer, Pisces. We are in less than 30 days to be officially summer. And it's 37 degrees right now in New Hampshire. So I don't know. This weather in New England is so bipolar, but we love it anyways. That's why we're here. Otherwise, we'll be in tropical Puerto Rico. But anyways, Pisces, if nobody told you that you are loved, I love you. Take care. God bless. See you next time. Bye.